Am I the asshole for punishing my son for angrily saying we're not a real family during therapy? My wife and I have our family going to some family therapy right now, which is us, my son, 15, my stepson, 10, and my stepdaughters, 8 and 7. My first wife died 9 years ago, and I married my wife 6 years ago. We tried to make a very happy and healthy blended family. Not a Brady Bunch situation, but with the hope for love to flourish between us all and at the least the appropriate respect to be shown to every member of the household. My son has been resistant to being part of the family. He had grief therapy after his mom died, and he was still in therapy when I met my wife. I communicated with him and gave him the chance to speak to me about any reservations he was having, but he did not say anything. So we got married and blended our families. Only, he goes out of his way to not spend time as a family and is resistant to a time when it's not just him and me. He always says no to spending time with his step-siblings. He calls himself an only child and claims he has only one parent since his mom died. He's rude at times. Sometimes he will ignore a question from his step-siblings, or he will tell my wife she's not his mom and she doesn't get to ask to see his homework. She does this sometimes if she's the only adult at home and making sure the kids have their homework done. We decided family therapy could be beneficial, and for the first few weeks, it was going okay. He admitted he does not love my wife or my stepchildren, and that was fine. He was open that he did not like me getting remarried, which I did suspect, but hearing him say it was a sign of communication, which I did want us to have in therapy. Yesterday, things got out of hand. We all got the chance to speak over the weeks and be honest about our feelings and what we wanted to work on. Yesterday, the therapist suggested some things to help us come together a bit more as a family. Some homework that could give us a chance to spend together just having fun. My son said he wasn't going to take part. The therapist told him it wouldn't be some lame time where it only focused on the younger kids because he was aware that activities being aimed at the younger siblings only could be a drag. But he should try to be open to having fun in the presence of us all at least. My son said we can't do it because we're not a real family, that his step-siblings are not his real siblings, and my wife is not his real mom or his stepmom or his family. He was very angry. My stepkids left the session upset, and my son was still angry. I spoke to him and asked him why he had to be so harsh, and he said it's true, that he doesn't give a crap about them. I told him he should find better ways to communicate his feelings, and for his outburst, he could say goodbye to video games for a week. My son told his maternal grandparents, and they told me I had no right to punish him for that. They said I shouldn't be forcing him to attend therapy either. They told me it was time to accept he wanted nothing to do with my wife or step-its. AITA,